Hello. In this reflection, I will be talking about my experience in the Organizing for Learning course. When I started, my main goal was to move beyond just teaching content to truly understand how teaching learning process happens and how to support it through better lesson planning and classroom practices. I also hope to gain tools which can help me to improve my current teaching skills, and in the future maybe I can train and mentor other educators. So overall, I was planning for a deeper understanding of what makes teaching effective and how learning environments can be designed to support all students, like children and adults, as well as their teaching learning methods are different. So, key topics. So there are some key topics like teacher-student trust, teaching methods, expertise and memory, adult learning, and tech. For example, in this course, we covered a wide range of meaningful topics, mainly through the lens of visible learning and the science of how we learn by Hetty and Yates, and adult learners by Knowles, Halton, and Swanson. We started by reflecting on what makes a good lesson using tools like KWL chart and gallery walking. We explored how trust between teachers and students can affect teaching process as it's an important tool. So, and how teaching methods and feedback strategies shape students' experiences. Later, we discuss cognitive load, memory strategies, and characteristic of expert teacher. And if we talk about adult learning theory, especially Nolan's principles of andragogy, help me rethink how I approach adult learners in professional setting. As I am a teacher, I have a lot of adult teachers, and this theory helped me rethink about my teaching methods. So all these topics were connected real classroom experiences. We had teaching groups and workshops where we put our knowledge into practices. So if we go deeper, I want to talk about this key topics in detail. So firstly, let's talk about teacher-student trust. It was discussed in chapters 3 and 4, Hetty and Yates. I learned that trust isn't just emotional, it's a key condition for real learning. In one reflection, I looked back as a teacher I admired most, and I realized it wasn't about their content knowledge, it was about how they made me feel respected and capable. And these feelings made me learn this subject more easily. And that's something I try to imply to my own teaching experience. So cognitive load, and we learned this from chapters 13 and 14. This helped me to understand how easily learners can become overwhelmed if we load them too much information and tasks. And in my workshop design, we had a workshop design, and I started using simpler visuals, breaking instruction into chunk, and giving student processing time. For example, by showing visuals, students can understand what are they going to learn, and it makes it easy to learn, and also it catches their attention. Breaking instruction into chunks also helps them to understand what are they going to do. And third, andragogy from Nolan's theory taught me that adult learners need autonomy, relevance, and respect. I designed a grammar activity for adults by using real life example instead of just drills, and my learners responded much more positively. So I will continue to use this method because adults and children are totally different, and I decided to change my approach them after learning this theory. And next, then I know what is the difference. Before this course, my teaching approach was very content focused. I was just trying to teach what I was supposed to teach. For example, let's say today's topic is present perfect, and I just try to deliver this topic to my student. And I used to concentrate on what I needed to teach. Now I focus on how students learn best. I think about their prior knowledge, emotional safety, and how much cognitive load they can handle in the lesson. For example, if they just understand positive form of the grammar rule, I would keep the negative and question forms for next time. I wouldn't load them too much. And I have become more confident in using strategies like guided reflection and building trust with learners. So one area I still want to improve is managing time more effectively. As we have a program that I have to complete the given task that certain time by the certain time, I still have problems managing time. Because I try to understand the student. If they couldn't get everything at once, I divide the topics. So sometimes it makes it hard to manage my time. And so next, as a main takeaways, plan with purpose, teach with learners in mind, reflect, adapt, and grow. So this course has completely shifted how I think about teaching. Instead of focusing only on content delivery, I now see myself as a designer of learning experiences. For example, sometimes I go spontaneous. Sometimes I just don't teach in a frame that I was told to do by the company I work for. I just try to follow the students' capacity and shape the lesson flow by his or her perception. So every decision from how I open a lesson to how I use feedback is now guided by what supports learning most. I plan with purpose, I teach with my learners in mind, and I stay open to adapting and growing. So as a teacher, I know that there could be new things that I have to learn, and I really open to it, adapting it, and I think I have to improve myself. Going forward, I will take these principles not just into my own classroom, but also into future teacher development roles. This course gave me both the theory and confidence to keep evolving as an educator. It was takeaways and the main key concepts that I have learned from this course. And I want to say that I have learned a lot of things as a teacher. I am a teacher and I teach different age groups, and it really helped me to rethink about my teaching method. It helped me to understand what I do wrong and what I do well, and also teaching real classroom practices like teaching groups and also workshop helped me to learn how to manage my time, which activities to apply, so how to approach different students, and so on. That's all. Thank you for watching.